overall played solid. Definitely could have did some things better, but I feel like I did a lot of good too.
What's your mindset this week, just going into the final week of the season?
Awesome. That's how I'm feeling. I mean, I'm gonna try to go out with a bang. So, I mean, it's last opponent on the schedule, so I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
And do you think that does provide maybe a little extra motivation for a team that's been losing a lot? This one last
What
chance.
provides motivation?
The last game, one last chance to go to the show, especially if you're playing the Packers too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be a long time coming since we get another opportunity to play. So, I mean, we got to make the most of it.
Are you sensing that your teammates also want to go out with a bang?
Yeah, we all want the same things.
Jaylon, some of the I know Thomas mentioned this. Ryan Poles has talked about this, just with like habits that weren't necessarily formed of the team in training camp being kind of hard to break and alter during the season. Is that becoming more apparent just when we've talked about, you know, the other side of the ball, like receiver and quarterback not being on the same page? Then we hear about like guys not going 100% at practice, those sorts of things. Do you kind of know if that's not built in training camp, that it's going to be hard to adjust to that in season?
I'm going to say in the moment, no. I think looking back at 2020, you could say, yeah, those things came back to bite us in the end. But I think in the moment, those are, you kind of have a certain level of expectation that's going to get fixed, I would say. So, I mean, just no matter who it is, if it's O-line, D-line jumping off or whatever it may be, it's like, oh, we say something in hopes that it gets corrected. But, I mean, it's not like we, in that moment, think that's going to hurt us in the long run. But, I mean, of course, potentially, if we don't get it fixed, it definitely can. So, I think just little things, again, that we weren't doing well, that we weren't sharp on during camp, definitely came back to expose us a little bit.
Are there things that, like, when you go, I know training camp's a long way away right now, but, like, is there stuff that you're going to be cognizant of, knowing how it hurt you guys this year, like, if you see it, nip it in the bud, like, immediately next year?
It's funny because I think it's not a lack, or it hasn't been a lack of nipping in the bud. I think it's more so a certain level of intensity with it, and I think that starts also, I think, at the top as well. I think it's easy for a player to cuss a guy out. I mean, that's one thing, but I feel like there has to be a certain level of consequence to certain things that I feel like it's something to be done in the future. So, I mean, and it's just little things. I mean, certain penalties are going to happen, but I think you can't let certain patterns go. And I think just top to bottom, that's something we all got to be cognizant of and really get on each other about it.
So, Jaylon, what does that look like? What does consequence look like?
It's not playing. To me, that's the ultimate thing. I mean, you can't find somebody for jumping outside, let's say, but just I think playing time is the best way to get somebody's attention. So, I mean, there's just little details, not knowing your assignments, missing certain assignments. I mean, to me, I know if I miss an assignment and somebody else plays, that's an automatic fix for myself because there's a certain level of consequence. So, to me, that's the biggest thing that can be done.